Thank you all for being here today. Even though I wish today's meeting was not necessary, I'm deeply appreciative of everyone here that joined us. Also, thank you to Senator Pittman for inviting me today. You're a blessing to me, my mom, and my dad.
Thank you.
I can't thank you enough for the way you've embraced me and opened my eyes to things I had not seen before. Let me start by saying that I'm sorry. Deeply sorry. I'm so sorry for all the pain that I've caused, and I want you all to know that directly from me. Although I don't deserve it, I want to ask for your forgiveness. There are no excuses for my behavior. I never thought of myself as a racist. I never considered it a possibility. But the bottom line is that the words that were said in that chant were mean, hateful, and racist. I will be deeply sorry and deeply ashamed of what I've done for the rest of my life. Some have wondered why I haven't spoken out publicly. The truth is I've had a mix of pain, shame, sorrow, and fear over the consequences of my actions. I did not want to apologize to the press or to the whole country first until I came here to apologize to the community most directly impacted. So I decided that it would be best and wait until the student leaders that we got the opportunity to meet with today were back from spring break. I think the best way to express the truth about who I am and what I feel is to read you all a letter that I wrote to President Boren a few days after the bus ride. Dear President Boren, I would like to express my deepest sorrow and regret for my behavior last weekend on the bus. I'm so sorry for what I have done, who I have hurt, and the repercussions that I have brought to the university that I love. I am incredibly ashamed of myself and would beg your forgiveness, as well as the forgiveness of everyone I've hurt with the words that have come from my mouth. It may take me a lifetime to earn it, let alone deserve it, but I'm committed to trying. I would do absolutely anything to take it back if I could. To hear the words that I am a racist or a bigot may seem logical after seeing my face and hearing me participate in a mindlessly sickening chant. However, what you and others saw in that video is not who I really am. It's not who I was raised to be, and not who I think of myself to be. All the good that I've done in my life by helping bring people together has been erased by a 6-second video, and I will carry this burden forever. It was a tragic failure with far-reaching consequences, and I am extremely disappointed in the weakness I demonstrated by engaging in activities that were so hurtful to others. I see how my choice is affecting those who have been impacted by my thoughtless decision to participate in this chant. There are many things I will need to do over time to regain the trust of my friends and family and the public at large. I am thoroughly devastated that my actions have resulted in the loss of my beloved college community, and I will feel the pain of it for the rest of my life. I understand completely why I have lost this privilege. However, I do want very much to find some positive outcome from this awful situation and to move forward with my life in an attempt to make it right and make amends to the degree that I am able. If there is anything at all I can salvage from my mistake, I would hope it could include arming myself with the tools to move forward with my life and maybe even somehow help prevent this sort of thing from happening again elsewhere. With deep apologies, Levi Pettit. The words in that letter are all heartfelt words, and I thank President Boren for accepting my apology. Yesterday, I was humbled by the fact that I had a chance to meet face-to-face with members of the football leadership team. They accepted my apology, and together we discussed steps that we can use moving forward to make sure that this doesn't happen again. Over the past week or so, I've met with a number of pastors and leaders in the community to seek understanding of the meaning behind the words that I spoke on that bus. Meeting with a few people does not change what I did, but it has begun to change me in my understanding of those hateful words. With no question, my words on that bus were disgusting, and these words should never be repeated under any circumstance. I am also upset and embarrassed that I failed to stand up as a leader and stop this chant. I now have a clear understanding of what lives behind the words. From this point forward, I will be the leader that I should have been on that bus and stand up against racism in any form. Now, before I take a couple of your questions, let me just say this. All the apologies in the world won't change what I've done, so I will spend the rest of my life trying to be the person who heals and brings people of all races together. That is what I hope and pray comes out of this. Thank you.
Levi, you're former...
Levi Pettit, Lawrence and Halleck from Channel 8 News. You know, you've obviously apologized to a lot of people. Senator Pittman said, including some that experienced segregation. And during the aftermath of this whole ordeal, what has left the biggest impression on you moving forward?
The people that I've met with have opened my eyes to things that I had not been exposed to leading up to this event. These stories and lessons and insight that they've shared with me is stuff that I will carry with me for the rest of my life and use as tools to live a life that refutes any type of racist act from ever happening again.
Levi, can you tell us how it is that you learned?
Where did you learn the song? Where did you learn the chant?
Right here, in the top.
I'm not here today to talk about where I learned the chant or how it was taught. I'm here to apologize for what I did, because the truth is that what was said in that chant is disgusting, and it should never. And after meeting with these people and everybody else I've met with, I've learned that these words should never be repeated, joked about, or ever used in any form ever again. And these are lessons that I'm going to carry with me for the rest of my life.
Levi. Can you tell us, was it that you just didn't understand how bad those words were, or simply chose to ignore that?
I think I knew they were wrong, but I never knew how or why they were wrong. And the people that I've met with, like Senator Pittman and all these leaders behind me, have opened my eyes to really put meaning behind those words and the impact that people have when those words are said.
The tears.
Levi, gave you tears with NBC News. It obviously can't be easy for you to get in front of all these cameras. But a lot of people around the country were hurt, not just by those awful words and the fact that they were said, but how they were said. There was laughter on that bus. What were you thinking?
I'm not here to talk about what happened on the bus. Everyone here and across the nation has seen what I've done. I'm here to apologize for what I did, because this is something that I've learned is disgusting and should never happen again in any form. And this is something.
Levi,
Levi,
what are you going to do to change this? You talked about asking for forgiveness. You talked about moving forward with the light. In real terms, what is your plan to move forward and try and mend further?
Just in everyday, day-to-day life, if I ever see racism in any form, whether it's in a public or private setting, I believe I now have the courage and the meaning behind those words to stand up and refute that kind of behavior. And I'm looking forward to working with Senator Pittman and maybe even speaking. I don't know what else that holds, but I'm really looking forward for the opportunity if it ever arises.
Levi, to the people.
I'm done. Thank you, guys.
To the people who taught